Joining me. I had to try this. We're gonna break some news right now. The fantasy football show is about to start really soon. Just stand by. This is the countdown. Love Breece Hall. Love Breece. Kenneth Walker. These are two people aren't Javonte, Breece Hall, Kenneth Walker. These are guys in the second and third round that can help you win your league. What's up, guys? Thanks for joining me. I had to try this. We're gonna break some news right now. The fantasy football show is about to start really soon. Just stand by. This is the countdown. Love Breece Hall. Love Breece. Kenneth Walker. These are two people aren't Javonte, Breece Hall, Kenneth Walker. These are guys in the second and third round that can help you win your league. What's up, guys? Thanks for joining me. I had to try this. We're gonna break some news right now. The fantasy football show is about to start really soon. Just stand by. This is the countdown. Love Breece Hall. Love Breece. Kenneth Walker. These are two people aren't Javonte, Breece Hall, Kenneth Walker. These are guys in the second and third round that can help you win your league. What's up, guys? Thanks for joining me. I had to try this. We're gonna break some news right now. The fantasy football show is about to start really soon. Just stand by. This is the countdown. Love Breece Hall. Love Breece. Kenneth Walker. These are two people aren't Javonte, Breece Hall, Kenneth Walker. These are guys in the second and third round that can help you win your league. What's up, guys? Thanks for joining me. I had to try this. We're gonna break some news right now. The fantasy football show is about to start really soon. Just stand by. This is the countdown. Love Breece Hall. Love Breece. Kenneth Walker. These are two people aren't Javonte, Breece Hall, Kenneth Walker. These are guys in the second and third round that can help you win your league. What's up, guys? Thanks for joining me. I had to try this. We're
live from Smitty1.com studios. It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Take a lap.
What is going on, good people? So glad to have you here on a Tuesday as we break down the news and notes around the league. Your boy Smitty had to try that filter that we've been seeing all the NFL players using lately. Snapchat filter, where it literally takes your, like, these filters are unreal. Just no matter what you're doing, no matter what you're saying, it makes you cry as you're talking. And no, I'm not crying because I'm disappointed in either of these two men on the screen right here. These are ballers right here. And both of these guys have potential top 5 to 6 quarterback upside in 2022. And you know your boy Smitty's all about grabbing one of those early QBs if they fall. I'm not always an early QB guy. I have plans like this in place. I have feelings about guys like Trey Lance, Russell Wilson, Jalen Hurts, probably my top 3 quarterbacks. I didn't put Lance on here, but Lance included. Lance, Russell Wilson, and Jalen Hurts, if your plan of attack is to wait on quarterback in 2022, then these 3 are your guys. Russ Wilson will cook. Russ Wilson will ball. He's got Judy to mold and sculpt into a potential top 10 wide receiver. You heard on yesterday's show, the Bruce's mother almost kept Judy over Javonte. We talked her out of it. And I have good news to report. The Bruce's mother is keeping Javonte. The Bruce finally talked her into it. But Miss Robeson, you can draft Judy back. Don't worry, and I'm not opposed to that. I want to appreciate everybody jumping in here. The notification gang. We got Tariq in the building. We got James. We've got Axe. We've got Joel, Robert, Philip, Swaggy, Sandhu, and so on. Joel's creeped out by my crying. But Joel, it's a filter that everyone's using. Your boy Smitty had to try it out. Send this link out to somebody right now. Smitty's asking you to do the show a favor. Instead of keeping this little resource to yourself, your boy Smitty, we are trying to climb. We hit 11K, and we're trying to get to 20,000, 25,000, right around the 20s by the end of December. And with your help, I think we can double this bad boy. But you need to tell your buddies, your friends, get them involved in the show. You may think it's not as fun to have your pals with you watching, talking, but when we're going over some kind of inside joke, or we've got some awesome take, or we've got some good guest, or we've got something amazing to talk about, breaking news, you will actually enjoy more, in my opinion, sharing the show with your buddies and talking about what we're talking about, extending the conversation. It's a win-win. It's a win-win, much like the Broncos getting Russell Wilson, much like Jalen Hurts getting A.J. Brown. Both of these quarterbacks are on their way to that top 5 production level in 2022. So buckle up. If you want to wait, buckle up. Wait for your quarterback if that's your plan of attack. These 2 guys are sitting right there. And who's sitting there further back? Lance, Trey Lance. I get DM. It's crazy to me. It's absolutely crazy.
Time for a Smitty rant.
I get real tired of hearing this Trey Lance nonsense. And when I say nonsense, I'm talking about so tell me, Smitty, tell me, because I've heard different things rolling around out there on news wires. Tell me, it doesn't sound like Trey Lance is starting now. Like, where are you getting this information, number 1? Number 2, it couldn't be further from the truth, but where are you getting it? Because where you're getting it concerns me. Why are you talking to somebody that's giving you this kind of BS information? If someone tells you that the momentum is not in Trey Lance's direction, they don't know what they're talking about. Run directly away from that individual. Trey Lance has done nothing to deter you away from taking him as a deep quarterback starter. And he's falling so late because of all the negativity right now that you can get him as your backup. If you remember back, who was the person that screamed from the rooftops, Patrick Mahomes will be a top 1 to 5 quarterback in 2018? Who told you that? You're looking at the man right now. You're looking at him because I said that. And guess what? He was a 9th, 10th, 11th round pick to most everybody. And people that act like they saw Mahomes coming or it was obvious, explain to me how a man walking into his starting season as a sophomore was going in round 10. You're foggy when it comes to remembering things like this, Bob and John and Uncle Bud and Bill and Fantasy Karen. All of you that say Mahomes was an easy call. We knew he was going to be good. You didn't, because his ADP was probably further back than what Lance's ADP will be. And Lance is also doubted. Trey Lance, Jalen Hurts, Russell Wilson. league-winning, wait on a quarterback strategies. But I'm telling you right now, Lance has the most bang for the buck because people think he's not starting. They hear bogus reports like the Lombardo type report where this guy talks about Trey being underwhelming. Lombardo came out, this ESPN writer came out and said he's hearing that Trey's continuously underwhelming. In so many words. I might have misquoted that slightly. But it's underwhelming continuously. He's continuously underwhelming. They haven't done anything yet. Trey's looked great. His teammates love him. He's hanging out with all of his teammates at sporting events. People that think Jimmy G, who can't throw until, let's say, July, like properly throw until July on the consistent. There's reports out there lingering that say, hey, he might be back soon. He might be, might be on track to what? On track to what? Be the clipboard holder? On track for what? He's not going to have command of this offense running with the ones the entire way from here until July like Trey will. Trey will be running with the ones. And if you don't think Trey Lance is a good quarterback based on what you've seen, you don't know what you're talking about in this area of fantasy football and scouting and these quarterbacks coming up. I'm sorry. Trey Lance is, I think, top 2 in history of fantasy points per dropback. Do you want me to repeat that again? I believe, I'll have to find the stat on this, but I believe Trey Lance is top 2 in points per dropback from a fantasy football perspective. So everybody that thinks they know what they know about Trey Lance, everybody that's spitting up what they're hearing, you're probably getting very bad and faulty information. Take it from your boy Smitty. Trey Lance is the next potential Patrick Mahomes. Is he a lock? No, a guy could get hurt. Is he a lock to do anything? And Silver. Get ready, Silver. Get ready. Oh, this hurts me, Silver. It hurts me to see you say this because I just lumped you in a group of people just a minute ago. Don't watch, Silver, if you're just joining us. Don't rewind. I don't want you to take offense to it. Get ready. The Trey Lance train is here, and I'm here for it. I hope you're here for it. Let's roll. Let's take some. Let's do some voicemails, and then we'll maybe go to the phone lines in just a bit.
It's voicemail time. Drop a voicemail at the Fantasy Football Show on the gram. Tell your grandma.
Ooh, this comment right here. You don't know Jack Smitty, but you seem to know Trey. Ezekiel, I'm not sure how to take this comment. Is this a hater comment? Did Ezekiel, I've noticed a couple negative comments lately from you, pal. I didn't remember you being this kind of hater before. I don't know if this is newfound for you or what's going on with that, but we'll see what's up on that. Okay, let's go to the voicemails. We got this one from Tariq.
Hey, Smitty, it's Tariq. How's it going? Happy Tuesday. With the GOAT Tom Brady getting a 10-year, $375 million contract from Fox Sports upon him finishing his NFL career, do you think that 2020 is going to be the last year for Tom Brady, the GOAT?
I think maybe, yeah. And I say that for a couple reasons. Number one, Ryan, I see your super chat. I got it right here. I would say we're probably looking at, and I got Hamler on the screen here, Tom Brady. I would probably say, bro, that he's going to have a slight decline by the end of the year, like where we start seeing that he knows that he's got this 1 year left. I would say it's like 60%, but that still leaves a big whopping 40% chance that he comes back for one additional year. But he's such a smart guy, and he's got this broadcasting job waiting for him. He barely came back. And then, if they don't have what it takes to win a Super Bowl, like if they exit 2022 on a low note, and you could say in the same respect, if they exit on a high note, he could leave too. But if they exit on a low note and he doesn't feel like he can compete with not only the other NFC teams like the Niners that will rise up, who knows where the Cardinals are at? Depends on Kyler, and if Hopkins can come back strong. And you got the Rams, of course, the favorites in the NFC. And you got a couple other teams, the Cowboys, a couple other teams that could really, really, I think, make trouble for the Tampa Bay Bucks. I feel like you also got to look at this AFC and say, it's stacked, man. Whoever makes it to the Super Bowl is facing the elite of the elite. This AFC is loaded and stacked. The AFC has a clear advantage of winning the Super Bowl, in my opinion, in 2022 and probably 2023 and probably 2024. I'm not saying the NFC can't rise back up. I'm not saying there won't be one or two teams that can absolutely compete. The Rams could. Once Lance gets unleashed and becomes the Mahomes-like player I think Trey Lance can become, then you have the Niners involved in that landscape. So I'm going to say he plays 1 year. It's a 60% chance, in my opinion, so still a strong chance that he plays more. But, man, that $375 million contract is absolutely phenomenal. He's the GOAT in the afterlife. They're going to pay him in the afterlife to come to the afterlife. He's going to get a $500 million offer from the afterlife saying, hey, we're waiting for you, Tom. This guy's getting paid everywhere. They say you can't take it with you. Tom doesn't need it. Tom's going to get a bigger deal once he moves on from this world. This is insane. Tom Brady is a GOAT everywhere he goes, everywhere he walks. It's unbelievable. This one's from Ryan. Make me an offer live for the current pick. Ryan, it's kind of hard to do. People don't know the scope of what's going on. You can't really summarize that. But like, send me an offer verbally in here, and I will send it up on the screen and we'll break it down. But I can't really like summarize the entire league. No one's gonna understand the situation or the temperature of that league. So send me an offer, Ryan, and I'll definitely do it live on air. I'll judge it. I'll give you my answer live on air. We're doing the voicemail group. This group that's leaving voicemails. This is why you should have joined. Your boy Smitty said join the voicemail group. You may have not listened. You may have not DM'd me on Instagram and said, hey, put me in the voicemail group on Instagram. You probably didn't listen. Guess what? You missed out on a follower league. Probably the only other follower league I'm going to do all year. I do the 96 team league. You can still join that. There's 15 spots left. Any $20 super chatter gets into that 96 team bash. So you can still get into that. Tyreek.
Hey, Smitty, it's Tariq again.
Tariq.
What's your outlook for Mike Evans into 2022 redraft, being that Godwin is coming back from his ACL surgery and Gronk is still uncertain for returning to 2022? Can Mike Evans be trusted as a top 15 wideout? Thanks, Paulo.
For sure, top 15. For sure, top 15. I would probably say that Mike Evans is probably the most underrated wide receiver one left at any point in a draft. Like, as you're falling into like the top of round 3, middle round 3, it's Mike Evans. Mike Evans is the last wide receiver one usually left. And I don't know why. He's so capable. And like you said, Tariq, Godwin's out. You know, I mean, Godwin's hampered from that ACL recovery. He's not going to come back just balling. He'll have some okay moments. He'll have swelling. He'll sit out practices. Like, you know, Evans is not a spitting image of health, but I definitely think he's going to be totally undervalued. Michael KCPA Cooper Cup League update. We draft on June 1 per the usual information that I throw out there. We draft on June 1. There's an hour timer. The timer's off at midnight to 6 a.m. This could take 2 months to complete this draft. That's why we got to start on June 1. We probably could start a little bit later if we need to, but June 1 we start. 96 owners, 8 copies of every player. That means that the 96 to 97 turn picks, you're talking about guys like Adams and Hill and all those guys like you would find at a 12 and 13 turn. Same concept with 8 copies of every player. Same exact concept. Ryan, I think, sent me an offer. Current pick and 223 first for Breece Hall. Current pick, which is, I believe, in this draft that we're in, the current pick is Ryan, what current pick? You're not on the clock. Let's see here. The current pick that you're going to have in a minute. You just took somebody. So how is that even? You just took somebody. You took A.J. Dillon, who I like. But you just took somebody and you don't have a pick next round. So what do you talk about current pick? 2 first rounders for Breece Hall. No, because I don't know where those first rounders are going to be. If you could guarantee me the 1.1, which I'm pretty sure you wouldn't give up that pick if you yourself could guarantee is the 1.1, because I know how much you like the 2023 draft class. But if you're giving me mid to late first rounders, no thank you. Breece Hall's going to ball. And I'm taking Breece Hall and Kenneth Walker into the promised land in this league. So I'm going to say no on that one. Matt with the super chat. Kittle and Eli Mitchell for Tyreek Hill in Dynasty. That's a tough one, bro. It depends on your tight end situation. I think that I'd rather have Tyreek Hill in general. Mitchell's a 5th rounder in Dynasty, which may or may not be a great deal in your mind. I think it's actually a pretty good value, but he's in the 5th round for a reason. People doubt him. They question him. They worry about his situation. Tyreek Hill, he's older. I'll tell you right now, I took Waddle over Tyreek Hill in this Dynasty league that we're talking about right here because I worry about Tyreek Hill lasting more than 2 years. He's a speed guy. Hamstring issues usually occur a little earlier for players that are balling out, running 1,000 miles an hour. Think Deshaun Jackson. And it wouldn't shock me if he started missing chunks of games and having consistent hamstring injuries. That's the way it happens when you're firing that hammy off like this boy has been firing off his entire career. So 1 to 2 years is kind of my shelf life for Tyreek Hill, but that's a long time in Dynasty, especially if you draft in a league you think could collapse. The league I'm drafting in, I don't think will collapse, because if anybody bailed, I could get a replacement in a millisecond just throwing out, hey, anybody want a keeper or a Dynasty league spot in the league that we're doing? We'll get a replacement like that. So not a big deal. That's why I'm drafting Waddle. But I do think that Kittle is not going to have a super long career from here going forward. He also is blocking all the time. He's really inconsistent. Not his fault. It's the way the Niners use him. Eli Mitchell doesn't seem to have a whole lot of guaranteed long-term value because Shanahan rotates and there's all kinds of stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and say I'd rather have Hill and something. Can you get something back? Okay. Where are we at? Okay, let's go back to the voicemails. So we got Tariq. Thank you for the voicemails, bro.
Hey, Smitty, what's your current line in the sand for Godwin this year with the injury concerns?
Godwin, line in the sand for Godwin, and for those of you who don't know what line in the sand means, it's where my avoid turns into value. And sometimes there's a gray area in between there. So like it'll go avoid, kind of like him. Okay, now I like him. So the line in the sand could be a wide line that lasts and spans across 3 or 4 picks. Like, sure. I'd probably say, like, I don't know, like looking at this draft, especially if we're talking Dynasty, I could tell you redraft's not that much different. But you got guys like Hollywood Brown in round 5. You got Gibson, Amari Cooper, Jamison Williams. This is Dynasty again. Mitchell, like, I'm not taking Godwin ahead of those guys. Godwin went in round 6. I think 6 is about right where Keenan Allen is. If you're talking redraft, I don't think it's much different because I worry about his earlier part of the 2020 season. So I'm not, it's not like I'm drafting him any earlier in redraft because he could be hampered. So, let's go. Next question. This is Bruce.
Hey, Spinny, my question is, what do you think of Michael Pittman? Is he a late round steal? Is he someone we should keep our eye on?
Michael Pittman, I like a lot. He's a good talent, but we certainly don't know if Alec the rookie is gonna, be the number 1 there by the end of the year. Certainly possible. But I think that he's a good value if you're getting him like in like the 7 round, 8 round range. If you're having to take him in like round 5, and I might be off on his ADP. His ADP might be 5 or 6. I don't think it is. But if you're taking him like after Keenan Allen, after those guys, then he's okay. Like I certainly feel like he has the value of kind of like the top rookie. I think Michael Pittman and like the top rookie. Those are the players that I would kind of liken him to in terms of fantasy value. But would I like to have him on my team? Yeah, I think he's got good upside. I think that Matt Ryan could lean on him a lot. But I'm just not drafting him ahead of Keenan Allen or ahead of, let me see some other wide receivers like Deontay or I might grab an A.J. Dillon at running back ahead of him, to be honest with you. So there you go. There you go. Thanks, Bruce. Tariq.
Hey, Smitty, it's Tariq again. There goes the crowded backfield in the Baltimore Ravens. Man, they just added Mike Davis. So what do you think is going to happen on that backfield? Is it a complete avoid at all, or is it someone in particular you think could lead the backfield, knowing that Dobbins and Edwards are coming back off torn ACL injuries themselves? Thanks, pal.
Yeah, so let me get that graphic up. I think here it is, yeah. Baltimore Ravens have signed Mike Davis. That was earlier. Almost wasn't newsworthy to me. I mean, he definitely will threaten touches for sure. And I think if guys get hurt or if J.K. Dobbins isn't fully ready to go or J.K. is suffering, some swelling, Gus the Bus too. I mean, you're talking about both Gus and J.K. coming back from ACL tears as running backs. So Mike Davis is relevant, but I don't know that I'm drafting him. I think he's going to be ultra inconsistent. He's an older back. He struggled when he was given the full amount of work in 2021. So I don't expect him to deliver and be successful more than a game or two or three or fill in or just at a change of pace role where he could maybe stay ultra efficient at a change of pace role and not get overworked. But Mike Davis is definitely, I think, putting a damper on J.K., which is a player I told you all to avoid anyway. So J.K. Dobbins has been a huge red flag avoid for me, mainly because he plays, there's multiple red flags. He plays in a running back by committee. He's coming back from a torn ACL. His quarterback vultures touchdowns. What is there to like about J.K. Dobbins walking into 2022, coming off that injury? What is to like about it? They're run heavy? Yeah, okay, but he's injured. He's going to have swelling all the time. He's going to be sitting out practices. They run a running back by committee no matter what, and the best running back, the vulturing quarterback who's going to score more touchdowns. So I just don't understand the J.K. Dobbins. Maybe this will help lessen the J.K. Dobbins hype.
Hey, Smitty, it's Tariq again. Hope you're not getting upset. This is my fourth question of the day.
Smitty's getting angry.
Saying that the Packers are looking to getting Jarvis Landry, Julio, or OBJ to join the Packers, or do you think this is also a false rumor? Thanks, pal.
Yeah, Odell's not going to be ready anytime even remotely soon, so I could care less about what's happening with Odell. Landry, I don't know if Landry's got it anymore, man. We'll see. There's a reason teams aren't picking him up right now. He in a really hot wide receiver market where Christian Kirk's getting 37. What is it? He got, I think it was 70 whatever million, but there's 37 million guaranteed for 2 years. Christian Kirk, if Kirk's getting 37 million guaranteed, why isn't Landry even getting signed? Obviously, teams are not too concerned with him. Do I think he'd be okay there? Maybe. Yeah, that could be a good. But I think Green Bay should have went after DK hardcore if they wanted to win a Super Bowl in 2022. And I think with DK they could have. I think Watson's going to be really good. I think he's going to be brought along really quickly. But I'm going to definitely say I don't love Landry. Okay, missed your super chat. Who is that? Adam I'm looking for right now. Matt, appreciate you. Thank you for that super chat, Matt. Thank you, Ryan, for the super chat. Ryan, I don't know if you sent me an offer or not, another offer, but Adam, I'm looking for your super chat, pal. I don't see it. Adam. I see Matt's. I see Ryan's. Can you, I don't see it, bro. Drop it again. Drop it in the chat here.
Let's get it. Kenneth Walker III gonna take the backfield. There's uncertainty with the coach talk from Chris Carson not coming back. Let's get it.
Kenneth Walker time. The Bruce.
Hey, Smitty, depending on the Deshaun Watson suspension, what is the value with their backup quarterback, seemingly as it's not going to be Baker Mayfield, it's probably going to be one that they signed.
Brissett, I don't know that it will be Brissett. Probably will be, definitely will be if they get rid of Baker, but they may keep Baker. Like, think about it. If no one's trading for Baker, why not send him out there? He knows the offense more than Brissett. He probably can muster up some wins. Everybody loved Baker enough a couple years ago. You can't roll with him for 5 or 6 games. Whatever the suspension is. Let's say it's 8 games for Deshaun or 6 games. Then they throw Baker out there. And to throw Baker out there and win, that gives you greater trade value. So I think it's like a little tryout. You send him out there. He, if he does end up getting this team to like a 5-1 record or 5-2 record, depending on how many games, Watson's out, then they have trade value. Like, putting him out there not only probably gives them a better chance to win, putting him out there gives them more opportunity to trade him. So I think it's a good move. Silver.
Yeah. He's in there.
He's in there.
Hey, what's up, boss?
What's up, Silver?
Hey, Silver. What do you think about that Kyler to Hollywood stack I got? You're the Cardinals fan. You think Kyler's going to man up or are you going to fold out? What's up, bub?
Thank you, Silver. Silver's in the building, by the way. Silver Rapture.
Silver Rapture. I'm in there, big dog. You know I'm in there. Just 2 big dogs standing side by side. That's a Rottweiler and a Pit Bull. You know we're about to get it.
I'm going to say, Silver, that I think Hollywood Brown, the first 6 games of the year when Hopkins is out, he's going to be a potential top 5, top 6, top 7 PPR guy, or reception leader. He could be top 5, top 6, top 7 in the NFL in receptions. I don't know about total fantasy scoring, but he'll be up there in like the top 9 to 14 range. Once Hopkins comes back, does it drop a little bit? It most certainly could. So I'm going to go ahead and say I don't know if he finishes top 10, but he certainly could. I just think we're probably looking at him being better at the beginning of the year and being good at the end of the year, but maybe not being as good as he was that first 6 games. But I absolutely like the stack. It's great. Kyler to Hollywood. Let me put that on screen here. I mean, it's a good stack to have, bro. It's a good move. It depends on the value, the cost of entry. Like, I don't know where you got those two. I imagine they were late. Let me see if in the draft. Silver Rapture, Kyler, Hollywood Brown, 5.7, 6.6. That's the definition of how you draft Kyler and Hollywood. You draft Hollywood at 5.7. You draft Kyler at 6.6. I couldn't have done that better myself. Silver, that's a pretty good side of that draft you got there. The second half of the draft is looking great for you. The second half of the top 8 rounds. Nice. Silver's got Cooper Kupp, Joe Mixon, Travis Etienne, Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb fell to 4.6 in this Dynasty startup. At some point, you got to play for the now if you see the values dropping like that. It's a good move. Cooper Kupp, 1.7. Joe Mixon, 2.6. Travis Etienne. Then he got Chubb. Then he got Hollywood Brown and got Kyler. You're definitely competing this year, Silver. Nice work. Nice work, buddy boy. Okay, let's see if we got another one. The other voicemail group. We've got 2 voicemail groups. Let's go.
Smitty, this your boy Kevin. How does the Rams backfield change after Sony Michel goes to the Miami Dolphins? Are we not touching the Dolphins running back room whatsoever?
I'm sorry, Silver traded. He made a trade. He's got Derrick Henry instead of Etienne. Yeah, Silver's playing for the now, but if Silver's guys stay healthy, he's going to dominate. The Rams backfield, I've told you guys, I don't care if Michel. This is Kyren Williams' potential starting job eventually. Kyren Williams is hungry. He's a good running back. He's really tough. I think he's elusive. I think Kyren Williams eventually starts games. I don't think Cam Akers stays healthy. If he even makes it like to the start of the year, because he's a potential walking injury with this Achilles that he rushed back from. And everyone can say he escaped injury. You don't know that. Like my example of driving on your car with no brake pads and you drive for another 6 months. yeah, maybe you think you're fine, but what damage did you do to the rotors or the vehicle? This guy literally went out there months and months too early. I don't care if doctors said it was okay, or if the training staff approved it, or if the coaching staff said okay. You think coaches care about the longevity of players? So, give me a break. We're going to the phone lines now. Appreciate everybody dropping those voice messages. You guys rock. You guys are the truth.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
Dial in to the show. Phone lines are open. There's the phone number. Dial in.
Call into the show. Dial 602 NFL. Dong.
All right. Actually, the phone line is open now. So dial in, and we'll take your questions here on the Fantasy Football Show. Deshaun Watson going to be great in DFS in a Cleveland Brown uniform. He definitely could be, bro. He definitely could be. Zachary said he joined your text advice. Attaboy, Zachary. Zachary, I'll get with you in a few here. Would you draft Monty or Barkley? I mean, you could argue that one for sure. I could maybe go back and forth. Swaggy, did you get back in the Discord, bro? I sent you a message. I'm not sure if you saw it, but we had a rogue mod delete ban like 4 or 5 people in a row. So Swaggy, go to smitty1.com, click that Discord link. Any of you want to get on the Discord, go to smitty1.com, click on the Discord button. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. Who am I talking to?
I'm talking to Preston.
Preston, what's up, pal?
Woods. What's up? How you doing?
I'm good.
So basically, are you answering questions on any team, or
you can ask me about Netflix if you want, bro. Tell me what you want. I'm there for you.
Not going to do that yet, but
okay.
First of all, I wanted to know what your opinion is on the James Cook, Devin Singletary situation, and if there's any fantasy implications. I don't know. Like, what should I take from the draft? I guess.
I mean,
Buffalo Bills.
It's a good question. What do we make of Cook? What do we make of Singletary? Singletary had. Let me put James Cook on the screen here. Hold on one second. James Cook. Singletary had 9 touchdowns, if I remember correctly, over the last 6 games. And he had a couple, I believe, 100-yard games. They used Singletary like crazy. And if you remember...
He broke out a little.
Yeah, it was week 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, the last 6 games of the year. So from week 15 on through the entire playoffs. So the last 6 games that he stepped foot on the field, not just regular season. They literally, if you remember, about week 15, around that time is when the Bills became unstoppable. Like, the Bills used to be like, okay, they don't run the ball, they just throw, right? And they were susceptible. Right. You could beat them here, you could beat them there. But, like, it was that point when they started being balanced that they were just unbelievable. Like, how do you stop this team? So, the problem is, James Cook is good. He's got a little of that, could he be undervalued and doubted? Like, everyone's saying he's not a full-time back. People said that about Alvin Kamara. And your boy Smitty said Alvin Kamara is a top 5 running back in the making. His rookie year, he was on my top 5 bold predictions. I took a lot of heat for that. I'm not going to sit here and say James Cook, whose brother is Dalvin Cook, can't become the next Alvin Kamara. He most certainly could be. The problem is he's in a situation where I feel like them not drafting a workhorse and drafting a perceived change of pace back, which they've confirmed. They feel like he's a sub. I think the quote was he's a sub back. And that came from one person within the Bills organization, not just, it's not like that's said and done, locked and loaded, and he can't prove himself. Like, I'm not saying that. But it sounds like the approach is he's not drafted to be the workhorse. He's got to earn that and prove people wrong, including his own staff and everybody there. So he can do that. But I think it's a tall order to expect him to become a full-time running back when the perception is initially that they didn't draft him to be full-time. They're hopeful, but I don't know.
Right.
What do you think?
So
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking, I kind of agree with you that, he would probably just assume a small receiving role maybe to start. That's where, like, people are saying he was drafted as, almost like a wide receiver as a joke. And, I think he could be deadly there. But for fantasy, would you say he's probably not even in the RB2 question?
Not yet. Could he climb to that value? Sure. I rank him below like AJ Dillon, who's also kind of sharing a role initially. So like I put him right there. I'd say like right below.
And
AJ
we don't
Dillon.
know really. So
yeah, we don't know about either of them. I wanna say AJ Dillon could be a league winner, and I definitely would consider him a league winner. James Cook could fall into that league winner category because his value's below AJ Dillon. AJ Dillon just went in, I think, the 6th round of the Dynasty startup. So in a redraft, he probably goes in around 7, probably 7 or 8. And James Cook probably goes in 7, 8, or 9. And that's a good value. He's probably earning that even if he never gets a hold of the full-time job. So, I like it. His value's good. I just don't know that I feel Kamara about him. Alvin Kamara. I don't feel that.
Oh, yeah. I have to agree with that.
They should have drafted
thank
Breece
you,
Hall. Yeah, no problem, man. Call back if you have another question. Later.
Appreciate it. Later.
Yep. Preston, thank you, pal. Dial into the show if you know.
Call into the show. Dial 602 NFL.
Dial in. Cooper Kupp is below Pollard, even says call Saul. Cooper Kupp league. Or Cooper Kupp. James Cook is below Pollard, is what Call Saul said. Then I was reading this. Terry said Cooper Kupp league will be fire. That's right. If you guys want spots. I think we have like 15 spots left. I tell you what, anybody that does this right here, I'll give a spot. You send me a screenshot that you deposited a minimum of $10 into an Underdog Fantasy account. So go to smitty1.com, click on the Underdog Fantasy banner that's on the left here. That is on smitty1.com. Click on the Underdog Fantasy banner or the link that says Underdog. Send me a screenshot on Instagram that you deposited a minimum of $10 using this link. And if you don't use promo code Smitty, like if you don't use the link, you won't be using promo code Smitty. If you use the banner link at smitty1.com, it enters the promo code for you. But if you don't enter promo code Smitty and you don't show me on a screenshot that you're doing that, then you don't get it. But if you do that $10 minimum, your boy Smitty will give you access to the Cooper Kupp League. That's all you got to do. Drop a $10 minimum deposit into a Underdog Fantasy account, $10, and you get in the Cooper Kupp League, and you can compete for all the amazing things that I'm giving away in this league, like this amazing trophy from Trophy Smack, which is right here. We've got the so this trophy goes to the winner. We've got the amazing Super Bowl champion ring. This is about $150 to $300 ring, depending on the model that you pick. Look at this bad boy. It's got, your engraved name. Mine says Smitty. This is amazing. It looks like a real Super Bowl ring. You open this box, or you pull this box out in front of your girl. She's going to think you're asking her to get married, so be careful. But when you open this up, you just say, honey, I won my championship. Honey, I won against 95 other grown men and women. Honey, I am a champion. How does it feel to be with a champion? And she's going to go, yes, I'll marry you. Oh, you son of a... Then you also have the autographed Joe Montana and Jerry Rice helmet that you also get. There's all kinds of prizes. So if you want in on that, all you got to do is go to smitty1.com. Click on this Underdog banner or anything that says Underdog. $10 minimum. Send me a screenshot on Instagram. Boom! You in. You in like Flynn into the Cooper Kupp League. What's the Cooper Cup League, Smitty? What's the Cooper Cup League? It's only a 96-team league. 96 teams. 8 copies of every player in the player pool. Will last 2 months long. Hour timer. You have to pre-rank. You got to pre-rank. It's going to be almost impossible to hit every pick live because there's an hour timer. Zachary needs your help. Text advice. Thank you, Terry. Appreciate that. Zachary, I'll get to you as soon as the show's over, good buddy. Appreciate you purchasing the text line. You messaged me on the text line already? Oh, okay. $10 deposit is fire sale to get in the league. You can win a Montana and Jerry Rice autographed helmet. Listen to Kenny. He knows what he's talking about. Where are we at? We're on the phone line. Phone line. Almost forgot.
Call into the show. Dial 602 NFL.
Who is a veteran of the channel who ain't in yet? I don't know. It's a good question. Veteran. I don't know. I don't know if Call Saul's in. Is Call Saul in? I don't know. It's a good question. We got some other news here while we're waiting for someone to dial in. We've got Thomas Brady. Look at this, man. Look at this deal. What's this deal? It's 300 and something million, right? We can look forward to Brady, 44 years old, in the Fox booth sometime before the year 2050. He'll make a whopping 20 to 25 million per year at Fox. Man, this is just unbelievable. This guy is the GOAT. And I'm going to love hearing him in the broadcast booth. He'll actually be really, really good because of outstanding decision by him. And it makes it so that he doesn't have to walk away from the game, you know. And I don't want him to walk away from the game. This is that news that Tariq was talking about earlier. Chris Carson. There's no. Don't even. It's Penny's the only threat to Kenneth Walker, and he's on a 1-year deal. It's Kenneth Walker's team. And anybody that says Kenneth Walker can't catch passes because he didn't in college, whatever. You don't deserve Kenneth Walker if you're going to judge him off of college usage that he can't control. And if you're not going to use your own eyeballs that should tell you the man knows how to pull in passes. Heinz, I see your super chat. I'm sorry, I just saw it. Heinz, appreciate you. Got Rachaad White and Cook in the second. That's pretty good value. I think Rachaad White, in my opinion, Heinz, he is a first-round fantasy football rookie-only pick to me. I'll reach. Even if his ADP said 2.3 on the regular, I'll take him at 1.7. I don't care. I reach, unless it's like 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4, I reach for whoever I want. I'll take Kyron Williams at 2.2 and let people laugh at me. I don't care. I'll take Tyler Algier in the second round when he maybe has a third or fourth round ADP. I love taking rookies where I want to because there's no such thing as a rookie only reach past, pick 12 overall or even really pick 8 or 9. Take your player. So getting Rachaad White was fantastic. Nice work, buddy. Nice work, Heinz. Yeah, I agree. I drafted Kenneth Walker over Drake London. Of course I would, Mealy. That's a great move. I'm tempted to put Kenneth Walker 1. I wouldn't shock me, Mealy, if by the end of this month we've got another 21 days left, something like that. I wouldn't be shocked if by the end of May, your boy Smitty is literally putting Kenneth Walker at 1.1 on the regular. Like, not just rotating it. Like, I could see myself rotating it. I could see myself, like, going Kenneth Walker, if I had 2 drafts side by side, going Kenneth Walker at 1.1 on one and Breece Hall on 1.1 on the other, just to mix it up. Wouldn't shock me if by the end of the month I have Kenneth Walker locked in above Breece Hall. I'm not saying it'll happen. I love Breece Hall. I love Kenneth Walker. I admit I was a little down on his landing spot at first, but it's growing on me very rapidly. Love Kenneth Walker. Terry, you're on the clock, pal, in the league. Smitty has balls the size of cantaloupes. He drafts where he can get them. Thank you, Silver. Appreciate that. I want that helmet, the autographed autographed Joe Montana, Jerry Rice 49er helmet he's talking about that I'm giving away in the Cooper Cup League. You definitely want to get that. Dial in.
Call into the show. Dial 602 NFL.
The Broncos will play the Rams on Christmas Day. What a fantastic Christmas Day game. Rams are going to be easily a top 2 to 3 team in the NFC, and I think that the Broncos could be the Super Bowl winner. What's up, pal? You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. Who am I talking to?
Oh, you're talking to the Bruce.
The Bruce.
Got 2 questions for you.
Hold on one second, the Bruce. Hold on.
The Bruce
All right.
is loose.
Okay, go ahead.
1, are we going live during the NFL schedule release?
Yeah.
On Thursday.
Thursday probably will be live the moment that sucker becomes available. Yeah, that's usually my style of the Bruce. I like people to really get accustomed to saying this news is breaking right now. Smitty is live. Okay, so Bruce, let's go over an exercise. Okay, Cooper Kupp signs an extension tomorrow at 2:03 p.m. What is happening at 2:04 p.m.?
Smitty's going live.
Damn, Skippy. Here's an exercise. Another one. Okay. Chris Carson hits the practice field and then just walks around a little bit. Does Smitty go live in that situation?
No.
The Bruce is on fire. Your boy Smitty goes live. I want you to think, guys, if this is big news, where can I find someone talking about it? Oh, Smitty, he's live. His show isn't just Monday through Friday, the Bruce. It's anytime there's breaking news, there's an emergency additional live stream. Okay, go ahead with your next question.
My next question is, with the Lizard and Watson, which one do you think Rodgers and Amari Rodgers? I actually count him in there because he's probably going to play some slot. Which one do you think Rodgers is going to train with more? Because he said he's training with Watson to teach him the offense.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Let me tell you something, the Bruce. Let me tell you something. This whole Aaron Rodgers brings rookies along slowly is a bunch of hogwash information that the typical analyst is going to give you, because historically, Rodgers brings guys. What's different about this situation, the Bruce? He's got no wide receivers in his wide receiver room. He's going to speed Watson along faster than the typical rookie that he has come into his wide receiver room. So yes, you are correct in even bringing this topic up. Christian Watson versus Lazard. I probably give the road to Watson. I think Lazard has a little bit of trouble staying healthy. I like Lazard a lot. I think he could be a 1,000-yard wide receiver, 6 to 7 touchdowns. Very, very possible. He's a fantastic 3-4 wide receiver in fantasy. But if one of these guys, now that Watson's on roster, if they'd not taken a wide receiver at all, or a wide receiver I didn't like, Lazard could be a 1,208 or 9 or 10 wide receiver. But I think Christian Watson will be in solid form. This guy, Aaron Rodgers, does it time and time again in terms of turning one guy into a player that, I'm not saying Devontae Adams would have never been a top 1 to 4 wide receiver if he didn't land in Green Bay, but let's not pretend that it's going to be hard to ever know that, because Aaron Rodgers molds and sculpts all of his number 1 wide receivers into monsters. And Christian Watson, and I said this, he was one of my favorite. It was one of my favorite landing spots. You can go back and replay all the rookie stuff. He is one of my favorite wide receivers of these rookies to land in Green Bay, because he's raw. And you take a player like Drake London, he is what he is. You take a player like Garrett Wilson, he is what he is. Christian Watson, he's got so much talent that isn't yet been molded or sculpted. Aaron Rodgers can work with Watson more than he can work with anybody in terms of turning him into what he wants to turn him into, and he's going to do just that. Okay, hit me with something else.
Which young tight end besides Pitts is the best available? Like the best around? Like where does Hawkinson rank around the young tight ends?
I would say this. Let me give you I don't know that there's a whole lot of room to miss out on getting one of Freiermuth, of Dalton Schultz, Dawson Knox, Waller in round 5 if he falls, or round 5 or 6. Give Waller a second chance at that value. I just feel like those are the guys that I'm gravitating toward. Obviously I like Kyle Pitts in Dynasty, but I don't think you can miss out on getting, and Albert O could be like your lifeline. Albert, if you miss out on all those and tight ends are going rapidly off the board, Albert O could be a top 5, top 6 tight end. I mean, we're talking about Russell Wilson feeding Albert O the football. I don't find the need to go deeper than that, because your breakout, you're not win a league tight end, but you're going to help you win your league tight end is in that group. Knox, Dalton Schultz, Freiermuth, Albert O, Waller if he falls too far. Those are just gem tight ends, man.
Yeah, they are.
Congrats on talking your mom into keeping Javonte Williams over Jerry Jeudy. I was a little disappointed in you, the Bruce, that day that you let it get that far.
You don't.
But let me tell you something, the
That
Bruce.
was huge.
You brought her to the show to fix it. So you had a good instinct to say, let me I can't talk sense into her. Let me bring Smitty into the equation, and you let me help and good job, Bruce. In the end, you conquered the situation. So thank you.
Oh, no problem.
All right.
Yeah, like I said, you wouldn't listen to me, so I had to go to you.
Yeah, well, we took care of it. Anything else, Bruce?
No, I'm all right.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, we'll take one more caller. Dial in.
Call into the show. Dial 602 NFL. Dong.
Rodgers locks on. A guy doesn't go through his progression. Yeah, Rodgers is going to laser lock. Did we have any more voicemails? We did not. Someone said they super chatted. Adam, I'm not seeing your super chat, buddy boy. Let me go to YouTube and look on the through the YouTube app.
Let's make a change in substance use disorder.
And let's go through the YouTube live chat and see if I can find. Oh, Swaggy. I'm sorry, Swaggy. Swaggy super chat sitting right there. Swaggy's joining. Hey, Swaggy, I don't know if you replied to me, but you got kicked out of the Discord somehow. We had a rogue mod. I don't know if you guys have seen the movie Contact, where that guy goes onto the shuttle and just starts trying to destroy it. Like this guy in the Discord. I thought we had in good hands. The moderating was handed to this guy, and he just literally in like a 4-minute time frame was like block, like just started kicking people out. I had to go back. We had to look at everything and re-add some people. Rogue mod, Swaggy, I need you back on the Discord. Go to smitty1.com, click the blue Discord button, jump back in. Hopefully you're already back. Swaggy wants into the league. Swaggy, DM me on Discord right now, please, and let me know that that's all resolved, and DM me regarding this league as well. Let me see if I got a message from the Swagmeister. I don't yet, so Swaggy, send me a message right now, pal. Send me a message right now. Appreciate you, Swag. Oh, I was going to look for Adam's super chat. So we got Swaggy. I don't see it yet, but Adam, please let me know what your question is. If anybody saw Adam ask his question over in the chat, please post it and let me know I missed it. I'm looking for it, Adam. Y'all think Watson... Let's see. If you all think Watson not about to go crazy, I don't know what to say. A-Rod going to force feed him. Absolutely. Let's go Swaggy on the cup. One more person ready to become a man yet. Few spots left. You want to become a man? Join the Cooper Cup League, says Silver. It didn't get back in yet. I just got off work not too long ago. DM me on Discord, please, though, Swaggy, and let me know what's up. And I need to talk to you about the Cooper Cup League. So DM me on Discord, okay? Or DM me on IG. Watson will be fine, but the upside may take time. I think a lot of people are going to think that because of the past. Like I said, people kind of, in the past, Aaron Rodgers brings rookies along slowly. Point to me a time. I knew Aaron was going to come in. Aaron, do you and I agree on anything? Part of me wonders if you are, what's his name? Noah. You've got to be Noah, bro. You and I disagree on everything. A-Rod doesn't force feed any rookie. Look at his history. I just explained it, Aaron. I just explained it. If you look to history when he's had full wide receiver rooms and judge Aaron Rodgers' ability to give a rookie a fast progression, you're looking at the past in a different light and different lens. He's got a 1 to 2 year window, Aaron Rodgers, of playing football. He's not waiting around. He wanted a wide receiver. He needed a wide receiver. The wide receiver room has never been more depleted. Facts are facts, Smitty. Exactly, Aaron. I appreciate you agreeing with me. Go look at Watson does impress coverage, says Nathan. Aaron Rodgers is going to throw to the open man. And guess what? Lazard's going to eat, but so is Watson. Watson's very talented. Jordan doesn't like him. That's okay, Jordan. Keep sleeping on Watson. That's what makes him valuable, says Call Saul. Aaron Rodgers doesn't have time to wait. Exactly. I'm 7.5 to 8. Oh, come on, Silver. I don't know what's up. Let's pretend Silver didn't say that. Lazard all day, says Aaron. I like Lazard, bro. Hit the like, fellas. Smitty sent. What's up, pal? Okay, I think we're Swaggy. Appreciate that super chat, pal. Terry, appreciate you. Who else super chatted today? Again, Adam, I don't see yours, man. I'm looking. Matt, appreciate you, Matt. Ryan, appreciate your super chat. Sorry I couldn't pull a trade off with you. I still don't understand what you said, though, because you're like the current pick. You already used the current pick, I thought. That's all she wrote for today, but you guys know the drill. We go live Monday through Friday. Phone lines are closed and off. I'm turning them off right now. Oh, I think I turned the phone line off a little while ago, and I was waiting for a call in. Sorry, guys. My bad. Leave a comment. I respond to every comment on the YouTube channel. Leave a comment, like the video, subscribe if you're new. So many of you have yet to hit the subscribe button. It's weird. You can see the percentages of people watching, repeated watching, but they don't just hit the subscribe button. It helps me, helps the channel grow. We're at 11K. Let's get to 20. Spread the word. Tell your friends. Tell your grandma. If you want in on the Cooper Cup 96 team league, go to smitty1.com. $10 minimum deposit. Send me a screenshot on IG. You did it and you're in the league. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, Zachary, email me right now at Sleeper U. All right, pal? Email me right now at Sleeper U. Make sure we connect. I'll wait for your email right now, pal.